Start. Deja, how about a few thoughts on the game, and then we'll take questions.
I thought it was a good team win. We kept our foot on the gas throughout the whole game. We finally reached over 100 points, so that was exciting. But yeah, just a really good game to get us to head us into this next week.
Questions? Arlie, you're muted.
Hey, Deja, congratulations. What about the three-point shooting the last two games? It seems like everybody's in a rhythm, and it just makes you guys more dangerous that so many people can make them.
Absolutely. That definitely makes us more dangerous, because now that people can see that we can shoot it, we can also get to the rim and get to our mid-range shot as well. So that kind of just really opens up the floor for us really well.
The big factor today was the transition. You guys just beat them on the transition repeatedly.
Absolutely. Yeah, that came from our defense. We really locked in on that end, and that led to a lot of steals and pass aheads and easy layups in transition.
Now you guys are going to, you can't say it, but I can. I knew you guys are going to beat UNC Asheville. You were coming up with exam break. You might expect a rush. You might expect maybe you wouldn't be intense, but you guys showed a lot of intensity. How do you come up with that with a game like this?
Yeah, I think it's maybe just like built up energy from being in exams and all the studying and things like that. So I think just built up energy that we're finally ready to let out. We were all excited to finally play with this long week behind us. So yeah, I think that's kind of where the energy came from.
Thanks.
Jordan, go ahead.
Hey, Deja, it seems like I think you guys had 24 second chance points tonight, and it wasn't just points in the paint that you guys were getting. It seemed like, you get a board and then kick it outside. Is that just a result of maybe playing a little bit more together and kind of knowing where to expect your teammate to be on the court, excuse me?
Yeah, I mean, with our inside people, Anya and Liz, who rebound really well offensively for us, and Kennedy, I think now they know that, people are going to collapse on them once they get those O boards, and they know where me, Carly are on the outside, and they just do a really good job of finding us once they get those O boards.
Anything else for Deja?
Good.
All right, is Alyssa right there?
Yep, she is. Thank you.
Alyssa in the seat next. Thanks, Deja.
Hello.
Alyssa, how about a quick thought on the game, and then we'll take questions.
This was just another momentum game for us as we keep pushing forward, and we know we have we have some ACC opponents coming up, so this was just another step in our journey to get ready for those games.
I was asking Deja, you guys coming off the exam break, I knew you guys were going to beat UNC Asheville, but coming into a game like this, there's no rust, and you guys have seemed intense the whole game. How do you come up with a performance like that on a game you figure you're going to win?
Yeah, so like you said, we've been through exams. We've had a week off from games, but we've still been practicing just as hard, focusing on our schoolwork. And it really just comes down to our personal desire to want to perform well, and adding up all those personal desires and those motors and drive to succeed in these games by large margins. We need every single person on our roster to be dialed in, and we were today.
And I know you say you don't follow the numbers, but you were plus 63 with 19 points and 14 rebounds. How do you do that?
I mean, that's the first time I'm hearing my stat line since after the game, but I just like to go out and play and just contribute any way I can, offensively, defensively, getting blocks, steals, assists, just anything I can contribute to the game, and stats come as they come to me, but I just try to work hard.
Were you guys hungry to get that 100 today?
Oh yeah, we were for sure.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Anything else for Alyssa?
Yeah. Hey, Alyssa, you all had a season high in assists today, 24 assists on 43 field goals. When you look at UNC basketball as a whole, when you're playing kind of that share the ball, team ball game, is that you all at your peak?
Yeah. So Coach Banghart has been just reiterating that throughout the week is share the ball. We have our best offense when we share the ball, and we just proved that to ourselves today. And we're going to keep doing that in the future.
Is that a matter of just increased communication, kind of more practice time together? What allows you to share the ball more? I know it's something you guys are harping on in season, but in practice, but how do you transition that to a game?
Yeah, great question. it just comes with building chemistry over time. Each day of practice, we like learn what each other likes to do. So for example, Eva Hodgson loves to shoot the three. So I know I can find her on the 3-point line. So that has come over just a collective amount of practices and games. And as the season goes on, that should improve even more.
All right. Thanks, Alyssa.
Yep. Thank you.
So down those stairs, there's lots of people that want pictures. Hi, guys.
It's quick. Just saw you on the floor. How about a few quick thoughts on the game, and then we'll take questions.
Yeah, pretty convincing, I'd say. Yeah, we talked about it being, it's about our standard as we continue to progress and regardless of who we're playing. And I challenged them to get 50 rebounds. They did that. But just anytime you're going to score 24 assists to only 8 turnovers, the coach is going to be happy.
Kind of loud out here. Yeah, I wanted to ask, I asked the two players about this too. Obviously, exam break, you're playing a team that I knew you were going to beat. How did they come up with the intensity that they had today? Because I could see it in your faces out on the court.
Yeah, I'd love to hear their answer. I mean, I think hopefully they take on the personality of who they're around the most, right? And I'm pretty competitive no matter who we play, when we play, where we're going to play, right? And I think with a season of our length, you're going to play through holidays, you're going to play through vacations, you're going to play through exams, you're going to play through all seasons. So you just can't worry about what else is happening. You just have to, when you're inside the lines, it's about the standard that we want to set so we can build the right habits. And they did that for sure.
There were a lot of big numbers in this game. What jumped out for you? There are a lot to choose from.
You know, I think defensively we did a good job. I feel like we knew their stuff better than they did. I thought we defended really well, which triggered just we grind on you over time on that end. But, you know, I 24 assists, I'm really happy with. 50 rebounds, I'm really happy with. You know, I have high expectation that we can score the ball individually and collectively. So those numbers don't really jump out at me. That's sort of the expectation.
And I guess 100 points was important. You kind of put the starters back in there in the last 4 minutes.
No, it had nothing to do with scoring 100 points. I'm good at some things. Numbers is not one of them. I don't really care about 100 points. It was the fact that we gave up 9.
Right.
So defensively, you know, it isn't just you get to play because you wear a uniform, right? You got to play because you got to make your minutes count. And I thought defensively we were missing too many assignments, and we were just allowing them to score at a pace we weren't comfortable with. So we had to. Once I felt like it was getting out of hand, I had to put our defensive guys back in.
And if it's kind of getting,
but I make sure you know, Earl, it had nothing to do with 100. I really like Honey, their coach, very well. I don't really care about 100.
Gotcha. What can you say about Ustby? Plus 63, 19 points, 14 rebounds. But she makes it kind of routine.
Yeah, she was 9 for 11, very efficient. I mean, that kid, as I've said, she wants to be great every day, not just on game day. And when your best players want to be great, even when no one else is watching, it pays off. And you know what she is for this team is not just our engine. She's consistently Alyssa. She's consistently on the quest for greatness, and she's gotten better and better and better throughout her journey.
Hey, Coach, 19 turnovers, I think 24 second chance points. It just seems like this team really has an eye for getting to the ball and making that into points for you all. What's kind of allowing them to really just have that nose for the ball and to get there in the way that they are?
I think first off, how we're guarding the ball means we're not playing in scrambles a lot, right? So we're in good sound position. So it starts at the point of the ball, and then you know, on the rotations and gaps and whatnot. Rebounding is about positioning and pursuit, and we have both. You know, we've got good length, but really it starts with how we're defending. We're not allowing teams to get us in just too many scrambles.
Kind of just piggybacking off that, the 24 second chance points, it felt like a lot of them weren't just painting the point. You were really kicking it outside and getting it to your shooters. Is that just a result of this team having more experience playing together, kind of knowing that, you know, maybe when it's a little crowded down low, that you've got some shooters outside that you could kick it to?
Boy, God love you. You just said experience. It's the first time I've coached this team that someone ever used the word experience. We don't have a whole lot of it. You know, it's a group of guys that are, you know, pretty new to their roles in terms of we lost 3 starters from last year, but it's just a group that they work hard every day. I mean, truly, this is a really driven group. And so we are 74 days in to our practices. But yeah, they're sharing it better. You know, I think when they're getting more comfortable with understanding that sharing the basketball is leading to more points for us. And so we want to limit the amount of contested shots that we take.
Courtney, have you had a team that shoot that well over a 2-game stretch from 3-point range before?
I don't know. That's a good question. Like I said, I'm not so great at numbers. Someone asked me, so we were celebrating like the 200th win of a coach on the road, and Carly said, "Coach, how many you have?" And I said, "I have absolutely no idea." So I'm not great at stuff like that. But I know that when you get open shots, we shoot a lot. You know, when I first got here, I made our administration put more hoops in the gym. So I didn't think there were enough hoops in the gym. So we live on the hoops, you know, and we shoot a lot, and that leads to hopefully the reps that they need. And then if we work hard to get good looks, then they should take uncontested shots. So I hope we keep shooting well. It's much easier to win games when you do.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Of course. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Jordan. Sorry I didn't get to